Welcome to another episode of Wealth Building Conference. My name is Oludare Fasola. Today we're going to be talking about another important topic that has to do with our business. But before we go in, just the usual way of working ourselves, I want everybody to please, wherever you are joining us, I want you to type in the comment chat where you are joining from and your name. If you are joining from Canada, for example, just type for your name and Canada. If you are joining from any other part of the world, please try as much as possible to do that. The goal is that we just want to know you, right? We want to appreciate you. We want to thank you so much for joining. And for those of you who have been joining us on this program for the past couple of months that we started, we want to sincerely appreciate your time. We value your time. We do value your time. We understand that time is very, very important. And I want to assure you tonight that you're going to have another value for your time, right? So anytime you join on, be rest assured that you are going to have value for your time. Again, if you know anybody who is interested in learning about financial success, about struggling to sell, so you're struggling, you're an entrepreneur, you're struggling about your business, please share this link with them so that they can also learn, because what we're going to discuss tonight is about habits. So habit is one of the important things that really shape our life, right? Your habit actually shape the way you see money. Your habit actually shape the way you handle wealth, all right? And I do see that the difference between the wealthy and the poor is the habit, right? So if you know anybody who is extremely successful, please check that person's life. It actually has one habit that actually separates him from other persons. So habit is very, very important in our life. So I'm going to be sharing my the habit, especially the habit that actually separate me, that actually make me to become a seven-figure income earner. I'm going to be sharing that tonight, and I also want you to also learn from that, right? Please take this webinar very serious. It's not just any other webinar that I used to attend. Again, when you go to a webinar, when you attend training, so it's not just only for you to attend. Please, whatever I want to share tonight, implement them, right? There's no point in joining trainings upon trainings, and at the end of the day, you don't implement what you learn, right? It's not the best thing, right? So it's just like you're just going for a training and just listen to it, and you don't implement what you have learned from it. So please try as much as possible to implement whatever you have learned here tonight. So once again, I want to welcome everyone, and we'll quickly go into the presentation tonight. So like I said, tonight we're going to be talking about the seven-figure habit, 5 daily routine that separate top closers from average agents. So there's one thing I want you to know tonight, that the difference between the top producers, the top builders, and those that are struggling, those that are not doing anything, is actually the habit, right? I remember when I started my business, so many people think that I'm just maybe I'm intelligent or I'm better than other people. The thing is that I'm not better than any other people out there. I'm not super intelligent than those people out there. I'm not brilliant than the people that are not really closing, or people that are not really building well. The reasons, what separate me from them is my habit, right? How do you handle uh how do you see yourself, especially when you are in front of a client, right? So if you understand this important aspect of your life, if you can really work on your habit, right, I can assure you that you are going to be very, very successful. And habit is not about doing extraordinary thing. Habit is about doing ordinary thing in an extraordinary way. So a lot of us think that, oh, for me to be successful, I have to do, extraordinary thing. The answer is no. You don't need to be extraordinary. You just need to, pick a certain things and begin to do it. Just continue to repeat it every time, right? It compound over time. And honestly speaking, before you know what is happening, you might not really know that you are doing well, but because you are repeating that same process, you are repeating the same process over time, you become a pro, and it will actually make you to be very, very successful. Let's look at the power of routine. Okay, the power of routine. Okay, uh, your habits determine your income, right? Let me repeat myself here. Your habits determine your income. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of this presentation, this difference between the rich and the poor is habits, right? How do you manage your day? What do you do? Like your typical day, how do you really do that? A lot of us are very, very busy, but we are busy for nothing. And why is that? It's because of your habit, right? The difference between top closers and average agent is not talent, it's routine, right? See, you might be very, very intelligent, very brilliant, but if you don't have a consistent habit, you cannot really do much, right? And that's why most times you see some people that achieve success in life, and you begin to ask yourself, this person is not that. Sometimes you might even more intelligent than them, but because they are not looking at their talent, they are not looking at their skills, they are actually doing something on daily basis every time, right? Imagine just like when I started driving, when I started driving, and everybody can actually see this, right? The more you do it, the more you become a pro, right? So imagine when you first started driving, your first time when you handle your steering. The thing is that you don't have that confidence, you don't gain that experience. But the more you do it, you become part of you, and it got to a stage where you don't even feel that you are driving anymore. So same for everything you are doing in your life, right? Your habit is very key when it comes to success in life, right? I remember when I came to this country as a refugee in 2017. After a few months, few years, I incurred a debt of $57,000. And the reason is because of the fact that I don't understand the importance of financial education. One thing they don't teach us in this college, in the university, is how to, you know, how to make money. Nobody teach you in university. Nobody teach you how to manage your credit card, how to manage your debt, how to manage your finance. But because of lack of financial education, I incur a debt of $57,000. But guess what? Because of my daily habit, anytime I wake up, I see this debt as a big problem for me. And I put strategic, you know, actions in place to make sure that I clear this debt off. And today, from that debt, I become a seven-figure income business. I've built a seven-figure income business. Why is that? It's because of my habit. If I just sleep on this debt and I just try to postpone things and I begin to deceive myself, they ask me to get my license. I refuse to do that. I wake up in a day, I don't prospect, I don't do my 521, I don't do my APCR. All these is what actually make me to pay my debt off, right? So if you ask me right now, do you think it's intelligent that actually make me to become seven-figure income earner? The answer is no. Is it is it because I'm talented? The answer is no. What helped me is my habits, right? So I want you to know that if you don't change your habits, it will be very difficult for you to be successful. And it's not only in this business, even if you are working, right? Your habit, it made like a lot of difference when it comes to success in life, right? You have to check your habit. Now, let's look at some of the habits that are actually make me to become very successful in my life. Number one, money mindset reset, right? See, I cannot just but talk about mindset. Because why? The foundation of your success in life begins with your mindset. All right, what you think, right? What you see is what you get, right? The way you think really shape your belief about money, right? And it has to do with your habit. Start with gratitude and visualization. A lot of us like to complain a lot about things that we have not achieved, but think about it. What about the things that you've achieved, right? You have to be grateful every day, right? Even to be alive, right, is enough to be, is enough to be grateful to God. So you have to have this act of gratitude, right? It's very, very important. The reason why you are struggling is because you are not grateful, right? And of course, you need to also visualize yourself, right? The fact is this, right? If wealth begin from the mind, if you want to be wealthy, it starts from the mind. So you have to visualize yourself like, in 1 year, 6 months, 3 years, 4 years from now, this is where I want to be. And you actually put repeatable habit in place to make sure that you get to that destination together. It's not about just visualize it alone, but you must have a very positive habit. You must have a willing, mindset that will help you on daily basis, because normally life is just about things will happen, but the way you see it actually determine how you are going to react to it. A lot of us are complaining in this country today, oh, interest rate is very high, inflation is on increase. Of course, we know. But do you know that as you are complaining, some people are also making money, right? Those people see, some people see those challenges as a way to also, to also build wealth. So it all depends on the way you see it and your habit. Affirm your goal daily and write 3 things that you are grateful for. Let me ask you, what are the things that you are grateful for today? Instead of you complaining, I don't have money, um, I don't have a job, um, I don't have food. Of course, well, it's okay. But what about being alive? What about being healthy? Go to the clinic right now and see people that are they're on bed. Right? Some people they have a serious health issue that they are battling with, right? Before they even breathe, they have to give them support. So, are you not grateful for God? Are you not grateful for that? Now you are alive, you are healthy, you are still complaining. Of course, we know things are very tight, but be grateful. From there, right, things you see, you're going to see things will be changing for you, right? Visualize one big win. Celebrate your win, right? Even if no matter how small it is, celebrate it. It compound, right? Now, what happened to me? I visualized freedom from debt every month until it became a reality. I know a lot of us are struggling with debt today. Okay, it's okay, but if you start thinking about it, it will not make that debt to go. It's just, if you have to put intentional habit in place to make sure you clear it off, right? Now, what do I do at that time? I visualize freedom from debt every morning until it became reality. I make sure that every day I prospect. I prospect, I call people to come and see, hey, this is what I'm doing, right? I make sure that every day I research, I upgrade myself, I read books. These are some of the things that will help you, right, to change your life, right? It's not gonna be magic. It's not magic. So routine 2, prospecting power hour. Dedicate 1 hour daily. Consistency build pipelines and momentum through client outreach. See, I'm in a business of people, right? Human being is inventory. If I don't reach out to people, I'm not gonna, there's no way I can get leads, right? And when I started, of course, we have not really, the social media right now has makes everything so easy for people to reach out to millions of people. Then we used to do cold calling, referrals, reach out to people, friends, family, church members, and all of that. So imagine for me to be able to recruit about 7 people in my first 2 months of my business, starting my business. You can imagine how many people I would have called. Sometimes I called, and yes, I wake up, I make sure that I call. If except I'm sleeping, I will not call people. I check everything. I make sure on a daily basis I reach out to people. So now, how do you do prospecting? Right? Do you have an hour? Do you have a specific time that you dedicate for your prospecting? When some of us want to prospect, right? You prospect when you lie down on your couch. You prospect when you lie down on your bed. You prospect when you are doing something else. Prospecting is a serious business, guys, right? You need to dedicate time for prospecting, right? Sit down in a silent place, dedicate, and if it's 1 hour, 2 hours, for people that you want to call, and call them. When you are calling them, make sure you make a note of everybody that you call. If somebody say call me back in 2 days from now, make a note, right? Have your potential client list and follow that pattern to call them as you are calling them, and put a note in front of that, right? Block 60 minutes daily for calls, DMs, or networking activities. You know, if you want to build wealth, right? Networking is another important areas that you need to focus on, right? You must network. Your network is your net worth. The people that you surrounded yourself with has a lot to do with how you think and your habit. If you surround yourself with people that will not inspire you, that discourage you, that's what's going to get, right? If you surround yourself with people that are broke, over time you become broke. So you have to choose your cycle, right? You need to know that every day, right, you must connect with people, right? Connecting with people is very important. One referral, one connections can land you millions of dollars project contract. So you need to be very intentional about prospecting. Even while working 3 jobs, then I made time daily for outreach. That's how I scale fast. See, even though I was owing debt, I was on debt at that time. I still make sure that I call people. I still prospect. I still make sure that I quote people. Until today, I'm still doing that. So, how do you manage your day? What do you do to make sure that you reach out to people to grow your business? Right? Routine 3: master your craft. The deep knowledge of what you are selling build confidence and credibility. I don't see anybody in this world that is selling something that does not have knowledge of what he or she is selling. Okay. Now, your the way you position yourself, the way you display skills, knowledge about a certain product will actually, make you to stand out in front of your client. If you don't have understanding about what you are selling, how do you really build confidence in front of your client, right? Whatever you are selling, right, make sure you research very well. Because imagine if a client asks you questions and you are struggling to answer their questions, right? It actually it tells a lot about you. If you don't have deep knowledge about the product or what you are doing, people will buy you first before they buy the product. So the way you carry yourself, the way you know put your point out there to them, the way you present your offer to them, the way you talk about the product matters a lot. So make sure you have deep knowledge of what you are doing. Continuously improve your sales techniques and approach. Guys, attend masterclass, go for trainings, attend webinars. Anything you are doing, make sure you master it very well. Learn the strategies, learn the skills, learn the tactics, There are tactics, there are skills, there are strategies that actually has to do with what you are doing. Did you know it? Did you learn that? Because a lot of us, we don't learn and we want to scale. It doesn't work that way, right? Master the mental aspect of sales and client relationship. Selling is selling is psychology. Selling is psychology. Client buy because of emotion. Client buy from you because of logic. Client buy because of you. They don't buy it because they don't buy the product, right? Because if it is the product, I think everybody should, be selling. But every client that I know, they buy because of psychology. So do you understand the psychology of sales? And I have these videos on YouTube. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to my YouTube channels and learn about psychology of selling. Okay. 4, follow up relentlessly. The fortune is in the follow-up. Yes. Many of us, when you call a client, the moment the person didn't pick up your call, that's the end of it. You don't follow up. Guys, the fortune is in the follow-up. Track every interactions and set automated reminder for consistent follow-up. You know, the world we are living right now is the world of AI. Things are moving very fast. Things are changing very fast. Some of the activities that can actually that we used to do in the past, right? CRM will do it now, like the email automation, client follow up, notification for policy reviews and all of that. These are things that we used to send an email to a client in the past. But right now, you can schedule all of this on CRM, and birthday messages, season greetings, festive greetings and all of that, public holiday greetings. All these can be automated and, sent to your client. Okay. It's very, very important. So you don't need to be doing that manually. Plan at least 2 to 3 meaningful contact per lead to stay top of your mind. Now, if you have a lead, I don't know how, if you have leads and you don't follow up, you are leaving money on the table. So you make sure that you have a strategies in place to follow up with your lead. Consistent in follow-up separate professionals from amateurs. So people that follow up very well, people that make sure that they prioritize follow-ups. Your clients see them, the clients see them as professionals as suppose who is not following up. Never missing a follow-up. Upturn prospect into clients and gave me my first 6 figures. I never miss that, right? If I need to call a client, I must do that. If I need to schedule a follow-up call, just to maybe I do a presentation and I need to follow up, ask them questions and see if they have any questions. So, these are some of the things that clients really share. So I finished a presentation a couple of days ago, and I summarized all the presentations, attached all the materials, and send it to the prospect. And I call back the following day. I said, "Whoa, I'm still checking it. Once I'm done, I'm going to give you a call so that we can schedule another." This is how you can actually build, this is how you can scale. And these are the habits that you must really, really focus on to build your business to 7 figure. End of the day reflections and planning. Review daily wins, celebrate progress and acknowledge achievements no matter how no, right? Even if it is just one close, celebrate yourself, right? Acknowledge the fact that all this compounds over time. Learn from challenges and identify areas for improvement. The reason why you need to do this is because it will actually help you to spot the blind spots in your business, areas that you need to improve. Uh, if there is the need for you to improve on your presentation, if there is need for you to improve on the way you actually, meet your client, or things that you need to change, things that you need to improve on, things that you need to focus on, it will really help you when you actually reflect, right? So please reflect every time, especially at the end of the day, at the end of the week. Now, set clear priority before any today to start strong tomorrow. Many people wake up without a plan And that's why they are just like, those are the set of people that are busy for nothing. They wake up, no plan, no goal. They just wake up, they just jump on their system, and they're asking themselves, what can I start with this morning? I don't even know what to do. No calendar, no blocking. Such attitude cannot really take you anywhere. Those habits are not the habit of top closers, top builders. You have to change that. Right? 3 wins, one lesson, and tomorrow's top priority. This kept me consistent disciplines and always improving. So this is what I used to do, and it really, really, really helped me a lot. These are the implementation strategies. Um, Block time. Schedule each habit on your calendar like important appointment. So your calendar is your the way you structure your calendar will determine your income, right? Because if you don't have a proper structure of your calendar, you might not really achieve so much, right? So how do you really plan your calendar? Everything that is, if whatever that is not in your calendar, you don't have any business with it. And that's why some of us, we want to multitask, right? Oh, you are doing something else, so they just call you and you just want to attend to that. It's not really, it's not the best way to to do things. So you have to make sure that you master your calendar. Leverage CRM system planners and habit tracker for consistency. CRM is another powerful, important uh you know uh um strategies that you can use to improve your habits, right? It will help you a lot. I use it a lot. It's really, really helped me to build my business. CRM, it's one of the best thing that has ever happened to me in this business. Share progress with a partner who will keep you on track. Find accountability partner. And when you are looking for accountability partner, make sure you look for somebody who will be very, very sincere to you, right? People that will correct you genuinely, objectively. Don't deceive yourself. Don't choose somebody who will not tell you the truth. Now, let's look at the value proposition. Clarity. Know exactly what drive result and focus your energy there. This is the thing, right? Not everything that you do demand your attention, right? A lot of us, there's some certain thing that you don't even need to focus on at all. Those things you can delegate it out. Like, this is what I do full time with my wife, right? I have areas that I focus on, and my wife also focus on some certain area. And you won't see me doing that, right? You won't see me doing that because we have clear division of labor, right? There are things that that does not really require my attention. So what require attention, make sure you define it and channel your energy to that particular task. For example, appointment, like presentation. I don't joke with that, especially with medical professionals, or if I want to bring people into the business. That's my core area. That's what I'm in the business. I want to bring people into the business, and I want to close. I want to help medical doctors to save on taxes, business owner to save on taxes, build wealth, right? So that is what actually require my energy, and I focus my energy on it. Build unstoppable momentum through daily discipline action. So discipline compound. Consistency is very key, right? It compounds daily, right? Make sure you are disciplined. Like, motivation can get you started, but discipline will keep you going. A lot of us are ready to be motivated, right? Of course, it's good to be motivated, but if you are not disciplined enough, you will not be able to continue, right? Habit compound into unshakable belief in your ability, right? This habit turns survival mode into a seven-figure lifestyle. Like, that's what really, really helped me to build my business to seven-figure income. Let's look at this is just to summarize, right? These are the 5 daily habits that you need to focus on. Number 1, money mindset reset, gratitude and visualization to start strong. 2, prospecting power hour, daily outreach, build your pipeline. Like, you are, I don't know what you are selling. No matter what if you are in a business of sales, you must prospect. So you have to dedicate time to prospect. Master your craft. Continuous learning sets you apart. Everybody want to deal with expert. If you have deep knowledge about certain things, people will respect you more than somebody who does not really understand what he's doing, right? So it's very important that you master your craft. Follow up relentlessly. Persistent convert prospect to client. Like, in my experience, you know, a client require more than 6 to 7 follow-up before it close. Hardly, in some cases, you might meet a client and you close at one spot, but most time you have to follow up at least more than 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So some of us, once we call one second time, oh, I don't like calling people. It look like I'm disturbing them, and no, doesn't work that way. You have to continue to follow up. End of the day reflection: review, learn, and plan for tomorrow. Your future is built by your habit. Start today. Thank you so much for your time today. I really want to appreciate uh, your time. If you have any question, I want you to please drop it on the comment section so that we can quickly look into that. Any question tonight? Any question tonight? So if you want to, if you're struggling about, your business, you are struggling about prospecting, you are struggling about building your business, you can book a call, scan the QR code, uh, and I'll be more than willing to assist you, to help you to scale your business. On behalf of Wealth Building Conference team, I want to say thank you once again for joining tonight. Tomorrow is another sections. We're going to be talking about our medical professionals. See you tomorrow, and bye for now. Thank you.